and click. Greetings and salutations, and welcome to part session 31 of the Bastard Smalls. I am your host, the Raven. Like it or not, I'm still here, and someone still hasn't returned the beads to my DM chair yet. Speaking of it, first up we have Sherrod.
They're comfy, and I'm keeping them for a long time.
So, you'll be casting the Sky Bus at some point.
It's possibly, could happen.
Next up, Ladymage.
Surratt? Do I have to just go to the store and buy a bag for Raven and put anti-Surratt measures on them so you stop stealing the beads?
Good luck with that.
Maze, that's never gonna work.
His chair is currently reaching the ceiling with all the beads he stole.
Hey, it gives me really good dice rolls.
No, it
Look,
doesn't.
I've seen the height of that dice tower. It's a case of if you put metal dice through that, it would wreck the thing. For the mere volume of speed it picks up.
That's why I use other people's dice towers.
Next up, Lantern.
Shiny beads, crunchy.
I don't think we're getting those beads back. Nor do we want them back.
Next up, StarprincessHLC.
I think I'm gonna need a stomach pump.
I got a bicycle pump. Would that work?
Maybe.
Pretty sure that was a fatality in one of the Mortal Kombat games.
Last, not definitely least, a current guest. Because the channel yet again has been blessed with the presence of Carl. Get out the box.
No, I like the box.
Get out the box.
I like the box.
I want to see your dice rolls.
Okay, fine. I go out of the box.
Fight the power. Stay in the box.
You know, you could just tip the box up so it's at your back, so you're still technically in the box, but you're out of the box too.
I mean, you put wheels on the box and you have a wagon.
Considered. Unfortunately, I think I will be outside of the box, so I can use dice.
How do you think we got the box in here in the first place?
Hover skates.
Let's put it this way. We recruit Carl by the process of leaving the box in front of my fridge. We bait the box with cheese. We wait 5 minutes. We take the box.
That's how we'd also get, Kikyo, Griffin, me, Griffin, Kikyo, Yowza, me, Griffin, and also Griffin.
I was going to say, how many times did you have to chase someone else out of the box?
Like I said, 5 minutes. It only was 5 minutes. I say about 6 minutes we probably got Griffin. But then again, hopefully in the future. Anyway, just for a quick little diversion for how things are going to go. We open on a mountain. Okasan is climbing a mountain. Why is he climbing a mountain? He is climbing a mountain to reach a guru. There he's climbed the mountain and reached a small kobold just sat cross-legged doing a meditation pose. And the first thing the kobold says when he sees Okasan, you could have taken the stairs. He points back, and yes, there's a set of stairs in the back of the mountain.
Wait. Cobalt is Guru?
Kobold Guru.
I was looking for Guru who was chicken.
I am standing Guru.
Where is the chicken Guru? Okasan needs to know where chicken Guru is.
Back in 5 minutes. Also, I think she wants a word with you.
Well, Okasan is a very important person.
And looking to your side, you see the bent over figure of a very grandmother looking figure. I'm sure you know who this is.
Ah, Boba Fett! Okasan is very pleased to see you.
Hello, darling. You can see the annoyance in her face. I'm going to need a return of the bag of beans for the moment.
Which bag of beans? The gray bag of beans, the gray bag of beans, or the gray bag of beans?
How do you have more than one bag of beans?
Okasan likes beans!
Show me the bag of beans.
Let's see here. Okasan pulls out a green bag of beans, a red bag of beans, a blue bag that isn't beans, and I'm pretty sure I had one more bag of beans in here.
I want to know where the third one came from.
He stole it from the kitchen.
Like, I distinctly remember getting a bag of beans that was endless, but it also tasted like citrus mint Kit Kat.
That was the green one.
Okay.
Granny there takes the red beans. She pulls it open and looks in. Oh, you've been using them. Anyway, I think events are transpiring, but I think these will help someone else more. I will get these back to you afterwards. He looks to the guru, looks back to you. Later.
Is Chicken Guru supposed to be on this mountain?
The guru just said he's back in 5 minutes.
Okasan doesn't have 5 minutes. What's a minute?
Baba Yaga just sighs. She just gets back into a mortar and whatever she flies around in, and just sighs, questions certain choices, and just flies off.
It's time for Okasan to achieve enlightenment. Oh.
It's at this point, Okasan realizes he's standing on the carpet. The cobalt guru grabs the other end of the carpet and gives it a yank. Next we know, Okasan is rolling down the mountain.
Rolling. Okasan is rolling. Man, his ass is swollen. Oh my!
Big question. Does a rolling Okasan gather moss?
Oh, it gathers moss, and it gathers several other things. Where do you think the musk comes from?
Na, 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 na.
Okasan's a rolling stone. Wherever he lay his hat was his home. And he eats pie, then he gets a big bank loan.
So Ross, I'm just thinking about projects we totally haven't done together about the end credit song.
Yeah. Katamari-oko-san.
Can we roll this along, please?
Oh, so Okasan is rolling down a mountain. Meanwhile, back at the plot.
Back in the plot, a new character is waiting outside of Dr. Human's office. Carl, how do you pronounce your character's name?
Hey, Carl.
Sorry, I missed that last bit.
How do you pronounce your character's name?
Oh, it is Kikwa.
Kikwa. Kikwa is waiting outside Dr. Man's office. However, before she's called in, Doris or Dolores, whatever is going by at the moment, comes up to your character.
Sorry, that last bit cut off.
Wow, good connection.
I'm sorry.
Something's going on here. Dolores, a elderly elf woman, who should not look that old but somehow does, comes up to you and says, apparently this is to be given to you, and gives you a red canvas bag.
Hiko just kind of tilts her head and goes, "What's this for?"
Dolores just pulls it up and pulls out a piece of paper inside. Notice there's actually 2 pieces of paper inside. Instructions. And this one's probably important to the group you're about to be tasked with.
Ah, right.
In big letters on the instructions, do not eat.
And from inside the office comes come in.
Kikwa jumps a little bit and then makes her way inside slowly.
Oh, could you please introduce your character, please?
All right, so Kikwa is... Aarakocras exist in this world, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm going by the birdfolk exist as basically subtypes to the Aarakocra.
Okay. Wait, so subtype, so like
So it's a case
like type of bird? Or...
the birdfolk and the Aarakocra are obviously they fall in the same category. It's just like we have the Kenku, the Aarakocra. For the Cobble Press, we have the Raven folk, flagless version of Kenku, but actually can speak. Basically, like the Kenku, but never have flight ability, but can speak without mimicry. But they do have that ability. And then there's all the bird folks of Humblewood. They're all gathered together in bird folk.
Ah, gotcha.
They're all variants.
Yes.
So I think the closest thing to Kikwa would probably be some sort of a raven folk Aarakocra. Her design was based off of a bird in the Corbin family, but she has flight, she has arms, she has legs.
She likes the shiny.
Yes, she does. She unfortunately has a little bit of a thievery problem that she's trying to work on.
Give us a dex sleight of hand roll, please.
I think Carl was full robot there for a second.
Carl? Technical problems, folks.
Nope, she just vanished.
Internets! We have lost the Carl to the void.
Oh, there she is again.
Connection!
What state do you live in, Carl?
Utah, where it's still
There's our answer.
cat.
Oh, you mentioned the magic word Comcast.
Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, where did I drop off?
You were asked to make a dex sleight of hand roll, basically.
Where you dropped off, you said you had a slight thieving problem.
Yee. She has a slight thieving problem. If she thinks it's valuable, she's probably gonna try and get her hands on it. It's not a good habit.
Yes, it's
So,
just a sleight of hand.
okay. I just realized I don't have my sheet open. Give me a hot second.
I did send you an updated one because I forgot to update it with your proficiency bonus. It was
Oops.
still +3 rather than +4.
It's okay. Okay, and then that's proficiency. Proficiency 4. Sorry, it's been a hot second since I've seen dealt with this kind of character sheet. What kind of rice am I dice? Yeah, I'm totally rolling rice. What kind of dice am I rolling for
It's
this?
D20.
Okay, just a single D20?
Single D20.
Yep.
Okay, single D20. Alright, I got a 17 flat. Do I add my +4 proficiency to that?
One moment.
Okay, for sleight of hand, you should actually have a little entry
On your skill section.
under
Oh,
your dexterity. You should actually have a modifier that gets added to it.
Oh, I have 12. 12 for sleight of hand.
So you add that to your roll.
Holy crap, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a whopping 29.
You have one more point in sleight of hand than I do.
Hey.
By purpose or not, you have swiped Dolores' pen.
She
It's nice.
just kind of
It's
subtly pockets it.
It's nice. It's fancy. It's made of metal.
Yep.
So you enter the office, and there you're greeted behind the desk. Oh. Kikwa has met Mind Flayers before, hasn't she?
I am so sorry I cut out again. I think it's something on my end.
Your character has encountered Mind Flayers before?
Oh, mind flayers?
Yes.
Okay, so there was mind flayers, and then you said something about a desk.
There is it sits behind the desk. It's a Mind Flayer wearing spectacles on their tentacles in a suit.
Kikwa seems to be visibly uncomfortable and shrinks a little bit. I don't believe she's met a mind flayer before, but she also understands this is not something or someone to be trifled with.
Ah, hello. It's Kikwa, is it?
Yep, that's my name.
Please take a seat. He points to the chair in front of the desk.
Kikwa taps over and just kind of hops up onto the chair and sits down.
You will notice around the room there is mostly dominated by bookshelves, lots of filled journals and whatnot. And if you pay any close attention to the bookshelves behind them, you notice a couple of cells dominated by a lot of journals. There's about for one's marked Until Snark, and for every one of them, there's about 3 more marked Okusan.
Oh.
And those cells behind him are dominated with those books.
Kikwa just kind of looks around at her surroundings, taking this all in.
I trust your journey here has been a good one.
Yeah, Kikwa Bling shakes her head and goes,
Sorry, what?
she was distracted by some of the gold plating on some of the books.
I trust your journey from New Chester has been a good one. Not particularly eventful and such like.
Oh, yeah.
She fidgets a little bit.
We have the letter here from your previous patron. Pulls out a letter just to say you've come from the service of Lady Kiki. That is definitely something to take note of. It's she speaks highly of you, but at the same time, you could do with a little guidance.
Yeah, I think I know what she's talking about.
She fidgets.
Yes, I also have the second letter. Lady Kiki's letter is a recommendation. We also have the letter from her butler, Jeeves. And it's less of a recommendation, more of a, will you please do something about this individual? You did not get on with Lady Kiki's butler particularly well. He was a hobgoblin who was very stern, very rigid, very disciplined. And you kept nicking his pens as well.
Yeah. I have a little bit of a problem.
Dr. Mann, he just glances over the letters again. Looks over the notices from the guild's board. You note the questioning look on his features. If we have a party for you to join, they should have a missive coming up soon. So you should say, as the folks say, cut your teeth and have some interesting times there. Now, should you have any questions, please do ask. I normally would do some ink blot tests to gauge matters. However, every time I get them in, someone apparently steals them.
Kikwa nods slowly, trying not to look guilty.
So, any inquiries I can assist you with?
No, not really. I mean, how many people are gonna be in this group here?
It's originally it was just 4, then it went to 6. However, the wizard has disappeared again. They recently had one of the replacement members graduate per se, so it's down to 4 again. It's getting hard to keep things consistent.
Okie doke.
Now, as for who you are joining the delightfully named Bastard Smalls. They should be in the canteen at the moment. It's mail time. And he hands you a wood cutout. Basically, it is of the original 4 members, but he just points to, if you look for this halfling and this fox woman, you should find the Smalls.
Kikwa squints a little bit, confused.
Wait, they're called the Smalls?
Yes.
Is there any reason for that? Or what's the story behind that name?
I don't know if I never got it myself. I think I read it in one of Magpie's journals, but well, it's basically trying to keep this lot sane.
Hmm. Alrighty, so I should just go and search for a halfling and a fox lady?
Yes. Also,
I-
a human woman, mostly dressed in green, with a really southern accent, and a oh, I just remembered Carl.
Yes.
Does he have the hat?
Yes, she does.
I just visited. It's not really fitting well. It's because it's been got some string attached, so it's basically fitting the back of her head.
Yep.
This case, the creature has a big wide-brimmed purple. I imagine it's velvet or something like that. Purple hat.
With the feather in it. Yep.
Yep. That is not at all related to a major NPC from another game. Oh, that's actually canon to the forgotten realm or anything. But yes, they should also be the fox lady should Yuki should be at least be hanging around with an individual with a hat, much like your own, only red. Answers to Cyrano.
Hmm. Okay, should I, do you want me to go and look for him now, or?
Please do. Once you have done on your mission, we'll see about getting you some arrangements for staying here. But as long as you wish, and well, we can see making your stay as comfortable as possible.
She nods vigorously, just kind of.
It has been a pleasure to meet you, and hopefully we have a good working relationship. And he gives you a smile with the tentacles.
Kikwa cringes just a little bit, but she's like,
I'm sure we'll get along.
she resists an urge to yoink something from his desk.
Lantern, remind me, what's the usual roll give for Okasan for the book?
Is it usually a Constitution?
I think that was a Constitution save, but like I feel like a Wisdom save would also work.
Carl, give us a Constitution, a Wisdom save.
Okay. Constitution or wisdom?
Whatever one think, whichever one we think is good for you.
Okay. That's another D20, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All skill checks and combat checks will be done with a D20.
Okay, and then I add my Constitution.
Constitution bonus, yes.
With a
Okay.
save, you also add. With the save, you will have a separate Constitution score.
Oh yeah, this is at the top, at the top of the little skill lists.
Ah, gotcha. And with the Constitution, do I do the number that's in the square or the one that's in the little itty bitty circle?
The one itty bitty circle, I believe.
Okay.
It's basically going to be your proficiency plus whatever.
If you're proficient in Constitution saving throws.
Points in and then 14 in the little circle there.
So you need the other number, I would think.
Yeah.
That should be a plus. That should be a plus
That's a +2.
2.
Okay, so I rolled a 7 then, like a 5 on the dice and then +2. Gosh.
Give us a sleight of hand.
Okay, sleight of hand. I rolled a 7 on the dice, so I got 19.
You know those desk toys with basically the bees that go tick, 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 tick?
Yes.
Newton's cradle.
Yeah, Newton's cradle. Dr. Mann had one of those. Much at this point, Quelac has now scurried off before Dr. Mann notices his cradle has gone.
Oh my gosh.
And so we return to the main party of the Smalls. You are indeed in the canteen, gathered around, dealing with mail, whatnot, any packages from different parties. So, what have the Smalls been up to since last session?
Oh, for Shifross. Shifross has been finding inventive ways to use the cinnamon.
Still.
Look, it's taking up a huge huge space in the kitchen inventory. He's got to do something with it. So, a lot of people that he feels like annoying have just been getting cinnamon bombs.
I imagine Tyrant has been getting quite a few of them.
Yeah. Tyrant, Snark, the Librarian. Especially with the Librarian, he managed to just rig up a few of them specially. As soon as the Librarian opens up that last bit of the book to check the little return slip, he just gets a dose of cinnamon launched in his face.
It's not ever since the hockey session. Both Tyrant has been on the warpath. Not cold warpath as such. And, well, Cranky Raven Man has been... Well, he's been in a bad mood. He just goes by and you can feel it.
And you can probably smell the cinnamon on him, too.
Well, it's currently a... he's usually black, but he's been tinted red. Anyone else?
What has Sai been up to? Well, what has Yuki been up to?
Well, Yuki's not been taken well to Lo having graduated, and Okasan's still missing, so now she's taken up some unusual hobbies. Mainly, she is collecting anything that she thinks looks like Lo or Okasan.
Sai deeply concerned about this. Especially because some of the things that she claims look like Okasan don't especially look like Okasan.
Okay, we have some deformed potatoes, a rutabaga, at least 2 Toby mugs, a few dolls.
A handful of used feather dusters.
You know, if you squint hard enough, this muffin kinda looks like Okasan.
I don't think it does, dear.
Does see like there's these beady little eyes?
I'm not seeing it, Yuki.
Also, I got it out of the trash so it smells like him.
Fair enough. I think it smells better than him, frankly.
Don't take much.
It really doesn't.
Magpie. Besides getting messages from home and whatnot, what have you been up to?
She also kind of misses Lo because, she saw them as a friend. So it's always hard to say goodbye to a friend. She's probably taking it maybe like a degree better than Yuki because, people come and go all the time. But she's been kind of just writing in her personal journal, probably attempting some very bad poetry. She's, basically been trying to keep herself more busy again, which is what she does when she feels negative emotions. Is just she busies herself. She whips herself up into like a busy mode. So, bad habit of her own. But otherwise, she's been still training with the short swords with Badger because she's trying to get better at that. Still seeing her boyfriend Ludwig. The usual shenanigans she's up to. Also, could we say she's still confused where the fuck Okusan is, but is convinced that now Okusan will just appear when the time is right.
Maybe.
So she's handling Okusan's vanishing a little better.
Because accepted the faith of the one true pudding, and the representation of the one true pudding will come when the world needs it most.
She's just accepted the fact that it's Okusan and weird shit happens to him all the time.
It's also his usual spots for the presentation hall where he gives his presentation on the greatness of Lord Puddy has been taken over and become a debate club for the two sides of the cult. They have gone into red hats, blue hats. Those are the right hats to be using for proper representation about what is the appropriate true worth of the pudding, how tacos have nothing to do with it, how tacos everything to do with it. It usually ends up with a food fight on the end of it.
I feel like Magpie just watches this with popcorn because this is funny as hell to her.
Magpie and about a good third of the other members of the guild. Now, Doris comes along. She hits Chifos around the side of the head with a letter and hands it to him.
What was meaning of that?
Just a message from the boss.
You did not have to hit me upside head with it.
Oh, someone's stolen my favourite pen. So I'm going to take it on someone. You just happen to be the lucky person.
Of course, that's the way you work. Ugh.
Huh. Usually with my family's organization, when a pen goes missing, I'm the one who gets hit.
Of course.
Incidentally, would you like one of these fine pens? Completely unrelated.
Of course.
This one kind of looks like Lowe's horns.
Yes, that one was from a Tieflin bureaucrat who my cousin Aloysius was entering a business arrangement with. Here you go. Add it to the shrine.
Woo!
Where the hell were you keeping all those pans there, Si?
This cape isn't just decorative.
I thought he was going to say in his hat.
This hat isn't just decorative.
It's where he keeps his bag of holding.
It's a hat of holding.
You've all got a bag of holding. For Chifos, if you are going to read the letter.
I guess I will.
At the moment, Krikra is on her way way to the canteen and to set up a good introduction for her.
Okie doke.
It's a basic rundown of since Lowe's graduation, and a new sponsored hero has joined Guild. They are being assigned to the Smalls for the moment. It may not be a permanent basis. It's to see how they go. It's a case of apparently due to the patron, this one needs a bit straightening out. So they basically ended up with had fun by the end of it. You can tell this was written internally.
Can I tell who wrote it?
You get the feeling that the Cronky Birdman wrote it, because unfortunately he is on the board of directors.
Oh, good. Is payment for tournament. Yay. Anyone else want to read letter?
Magpie will read it.
Is also noted, yes, the name of this person's patron was brought up in Lady Kiki. So is that any importance to Chifos? Say now we'll hold your peace. And Magpie's reading. That's when it's Krikra. That's a name that's going to take some getting used to. Enters the canteen.
Kikwa kind of fidgets with her claws, just kind of picking at them like you would if you were to pick at your nails like a human. And she kind of looks to and fro, searching for the halfling, the fox lady, and this human that's dressed in green, as those are the only identifiable people that she was able to remember off the top of her head.
Magpie is pretty obvious to see because you'll see like a cloaked figure with like a forest green hoodie looking at a letter, because she has a habit of doing that because of her ranger class. So she's pretty obvious and she's very clearly a human, though you can't really tell gender or what her face looks like because the hood's over her head, and she tends to wear very padded clothing because of her armor.
My hat senses are tingling.
It's also someone passes by the Smalls table and going, rude! Hoods down indoors, hoods are up outside.
Can they like yank Magpie's hood down just to kind of reveal her face as the human woman?
Kikwa, noticing this, sort of goes tap, 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 pats her way over.
Hey!
The letter does describe their new recruits being an Aracocker.
How is Kikwa? Like,
She is 3 foot. She is a small.
so Magpie would probably hear the hay and look down like, oh, Shitty, are you our new party member?
I believe so. I think you're the right person.
That hat is
Kikwa.
fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
She stops for a second, her smile disappearing as she kind of slowly tilts her head, her vision clouding over, thinking, where the frick did I get this hat? And she shakes it away.
I think it's a trophy of some sort.
It's
Well,
clearly a trophy of great victory and great style. You are clearly an entity of discernment, taste, and class.
anyway, are you looking for the bastard Smalls?
The who?
Yeah, that sounds correct.
That'd technically be us, as I keep telling Shifrost.
No, the
Kevin,
bastard smells are somebody else. We are group 68.5.
anyway, you're looking for us, basically.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
eyeing Shifrost like, no. We've been
Um,
over this.
I mean, I'm not technically part of the team, but
Anyway, what's your name?
Name's Kikwa.
Pleasure to meet you, Kikwa. I'm Magpie.
Okay, Magpie. Hey, I'll try to remember that.
And the fellow arguing with me is Shifrost, technically our team founder.
Frost.
Greetings.
Greetings.
And the man complimenting your hat is Cyrano de Corbeau. While technically not part of the
I am
guild.
Cyrano du Corbeau, a man of no small amount of education, trying to get by in this world. It is a pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
It's I think you say pleasure's all mine.
And the fox lady is Yuki. One of our two bards, the other one being Shifrost.
Hello. Oh, I think I've met a bard before.
This is exciting. We get 2 bird party members and a party member whose name is a bird.
Yeah, too. Plus we have Crandall following us around half the time. He's a bird, too. Should we just rename ourselves the damn flock now?
Make note of that for wrestling purposes later. Anyway,
There does seem to be. I mean, we haven't seen some of our avian compatriots in quite some time. God only knows where they're causing trouble.
It's at this point Dolores comes by and would the party give us a perception roll, please?
Perception?
Yep.
24.
22.
Same as Cyrano, 22.
27.
And Carl?
Oh shoot, rolling for perception, right?
Yep.
Perception, perception, perception.
It is under wisdom.
Wisdom, of course.
Perception,
thank
you
you.
have a +4.
Okay, with my dice roll, that's a 6.
Okay, Kikwa doesn't notice it, but the other smalls do notice this, that Dolores, I suppose when she appeared about a few months ago, seems to be dressed a bit differently. It's the differences are subtle. It's a case of the cardigan does seem mostly the same, but some details just didn't seem to match up from before. The brooch he's wearing is different.
Hi, Dolores. Did you forget something?
What does it mean? Did I miss something?
You were just here.
What do you mean I was just here? This is the first time I've seen you today.
Magpie is now very suspicious.
You do not remember handing me letter?
And bonking him in the head with it?
And mentioning your favorite pen's missing.
Kiko starts to fidget.
I haven't been to my desk all day. I've been being bogged down with trying helping the mail department get all their stuff out because they got people off sick.
Geekwa fidgets a little bit more and then just kind of pads over to her.
So, you said your pen was missing?
Yes, my favourite pen is missing.
She cringes.
If you'd
a little
like one
bit.
of these other pens, I have several.
She cringes a little bit when she says it's her favorite pen.
Oh, so that explains where Cervantes' pens have been disappearing to. She then side-eyes Chifros.
I'm not the one holding up a display of pins in their hat.
I know you're the one who's been taking Don's pens.
Prove it.
Pequod slowly reaches into her pocket and then is out the missing pen.
This is yours. I'm sorry, I have a little bit of a problem.
Then she just kind of hands it out to give it back.
Oh, thank you. She then just looks down the pen, looks at you. Mouse, gracious of you.
She
Well-
nods.
Well,
Is that in character for her? Because Magpie's now even more suspicious than before.
Yes. See, she has a problem. She knows she has a thievery problem.
Not
but
of
she still feels
Kikwa.
bad.
Not
Oh,
of
sorry.
Kikwa.
I think
Sorry.
she knows.
Dolores.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Is this in character?
So, Dolores, Kikwa, what was your job before? Like, what did you do?
That's actually a good question. I don't know if we established this. Like, what kind of job was
Oops.
she doing under-
Oh no, I added Lord by accident. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay.
it's,
It's like, well, what kind of job was she doing under Lady Kiki?
she was doing the shady stuff. She was just doing recon, gossip gathering, a bit of a blackmail material collecting if possible.
That tracks.
Lady Kiki, she is rather a wholesome person, but at the same time, if you piss her off, she will hurt you every way possible that isn't necessarily physical. Such as deploying a certain halfling to basically destroy your reputation.
Good time.
I don't know what you're talking about there. And you can't prove we did it.
Magpie wasn't even there for that, so
It's at this stage Dolores has handed you basically what is a mission form. No mission for you. This will be something a bit more to your style as opposed to the latest stuff.
Okay, sorry. So, sorry, just backtracking. So she asked the question of like, what did you do before?
You
Well, I just ran some errands.
fair enough. No, it does seem you have a pretty good grasp of sleight of hand, since you were managed to swap something from Doris or Dolores, whatever she's going by today. She's usually pretty sharp.
I just shrugs, not elaborating.
I'm just saying it's impressive. So what's his mission, the secretary handed us? He's just looking at, like, Doris or Dolores like, okay, something funky's going on here.
Dolores, she who must be obeyed is just going back to the mail department to go yell at someone. Also, if anyone feels like it, give us a perception roll.
Another perception roll.
Yeah.
Magpie does.
Another 22.
Another 24.
21.
18.
Hey, Kiko actually rolled well this time. It's let's see, perception. 22.
Okay. For some reason, one reason or another, everyone's looking around, and it's basically out of the corner of everyone's eye. You spot another Dolores, the one who's dressed the way before, and basically she knows you see her. She gives you a particular salute. Her form changes to Baba Yaga, and then she disappears.
Okay, it was nothing to worry about.
I can't remember if
Of
Sai's
course
been in
that
any
tracks.
sessions with Baba Yaga.
You were at the midnight party.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That totally tracks. Yes, I get it now.
I
All right,
wasn't the
neighbor.
only one who saw that, was I?
No, that happens a lot with us.
Yeah, we got a few odd things around our party. She's
Well-
nothing to worry about unless you really piss her off, and no intention to. She's actually rather lovely, despite what I've heard.
I mean, we have a dove man who thinks he's a were panda who worships pudding and sells tacos for some insane reason. Why is he a part of the team?
Because he's actually very good at distraction, I think.
And what other team would he be part of?
Perhaps an insane asylum of some sort.
What do you think we are?
68.5.
Anyway, what's the mission?
For those who read the notice, it's basically relates to that swamp settlement you went to before that had the tortoise people. The one that basically had Crandall falling along the bathtub on that boat at one time.
Was it Bayun?
Bayutan, which is a name I completely pulled out of my ass when I was DMing that session.
So this case of it's down by Uton, and it's apparently they're having a different type of problem this time. This case of a bit of pest control. It's case of some new alpha predator has moved in and needs dealing with. The suggestions it could be just a griffin or some kind of swampy variant of what owlbear has just moved on, has decimated the area.
Oh no, we're facing down an arcane griffin.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You know, I forgot.
So get some cheese.
I've forgotten the name I did for a wicked owlbear that has spellcasting. It's a wicked owlbear that's a sorcerer. That has invisibility and fly. Just what you don't want an owlbear.
Owlbear don't care.
Olber.
He don't care about you. So yeah, you've been given instructions to go to teleport room number 82-6. And that's to follow the blue and yellow line.
What color lines do we have on the floor today?
Pink, blue, red, blue and white, and the one you're looking for.
I wonder who keeps painting these lines.
I
kinda
don't know
don't
if
wanna
paint.
find
I
out.
think it is magically induced.
Okay, who wants to give us the straight up ball 20?
On it. Just a straight roll 20, no intelligence or anything?
Just straight up ball 20.
13.
You only get 2 hours lost this time. You follow basically the line through at least about half a dozen corridors, 3 different time zones. You met yourself in the past and future about 3 times over. You end up in some kind of wizardry school. where the guy in the big, tall, floppy, red brown hat is complaining about students in his university while holding a crossbow under his arm to an individual in a blue cloak who seems blissfully drugged out of his mind.
Yes.
So eventually you do get to the teleport room. This time it's wee Jimmy. They're manning the station. He's just sat there eating his lunch, waiting for you to arrive.
Ah, wee Jimmy. Looks like it's time for another adventure.
Oh, another adventure, you say? You still haven't signed up, you slacker.
I keep getting roped into these things.
You're staying here. You're taking hospitality of our good boss, and you're still not signed up to signed up so as you get your payments, you get your board, get a roof over your head. So why haven't you signed up yet?
Oh no, different marching orders.
Whatever. Into the teleport circle.
Kiko, have you ever been teleported before?
Tell her what?
Oh, this is going to be fun.
It's a lot
Kiko?
like being drunk.
Keequad, do you want someone to hold on to you? Because this can get a little intense.
If this sounds as intense as I think it is, yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Magpie kind of offers to hold on to Keequad to help her out. What's Keequad's pronouns?
Kikwa, she, her.
Okay. So Magpie will hold on to Keequad to help her out.
Kiko's pronouns are baby.
Also correct.
Kiko's pronouns is, all your shiny stuff belongs to me. So everyone gets in the teleport circle. Oh, wee Jimmy gives you a nod, a salute, and gives the lever, spits on his hands, grabs the lever, and hard tug, and off you go. And while you're being teleported, a la basically the Doctor Who time tunnel or the Stargate wormhole, we now bring the opening section to a close. Come back next time to see what problem the Smalls have to deal with. What things will Kika steal next?
Our hearts.
It's a given. I think he means physical objects.
I mean, according to that one cardiologist, I already don't have one, so...
Well, that's good. It's mine.
What?
Later, folks.
Later.
Bye, Ed.
Bye.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.